Find the root of x raised to 4 minus x minus 10 is equal to 0. Approximately up to 5 iterations using bisection method. Let a is equal to 1.5 and b is equal to 2. So first we're gonna find the function of a. So x raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Substitute the value of a, which is 1.5, equals the value of function of a is 6.4375. And now we're gonna find the function of b. So substitute b, x raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Calc the value of b is 2 is equals, so the function of b is equal to 4. Now we're gonna find c. So c is equal to a plus b over 2. C. So a 1.5 plus b 2 over 2. The answer of C is 1.75. Now we're gonna find the function of C. So substitute x raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Calc the value of C is 1.75. Now the function of C is equal to negative 2.37109. Next, b, which is 2 minus a 1.5 is equal to 0.5. This one. This is the first iteration. Now we're gonna find the second iteration. So function of c is negative, so we're gonna change the a and gonna substitute the value of c, which is 1.75, and the value of b is remains the same, which is 2. So if the value of a is c, then function of a is the same with function of c. So copy negative 2.37109, copy the function of a. Then function of b remains the same, so copy 4. Now we're gonna find the value of c. A, which is 1.75, plus b is equal to 2 over 2. The value of c is 1.875. Now we're gonna find the function of c. X raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Calc the value of c, which is 1.875. So the function of c is 0.484619. And last, b minus a. b 2 minus a 1.75. The answer is 0.25. This is the second iteration. Now, next is the third iteration. So, function of C is positive, so the value of A remains the same, while the value of B will gonna substitute the value of C, which is 1.875. So copy, then function of A is equal to function of C, so copy the function of C, 2.37109. So the function of A remains the same because the value of A remains the same. Now, we're gonna find the function of B. So the function of B is the same as function of C because the value of B is the same with the value of C. Now, we're gonna find the value of C in the third iteration. So, A 1.75, 1.75 plus 1.875 over 2. So, the value of C in the third iteration is 1.8125. Now, we're gonna find the function of C because the function of C is 1.8125. So we're gonna substitute x raised to 4 minus x raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Calc the value of C, which is 1.8125 is equal to the function of C is negative 1.020248, and lastly B minus A, so 1.875 minus 1.75. So B minus A is equal to 0.125. This is the third iteration. Now, we're gonna go on the fourth iteration. So the third iteration of function of C is negative, so A must be the same as the value of C, which is the 1.8125. Then the value of B remains the same. So if the value of C and the value of A is the same, so the function of C and function of A is the same. So negative 1.020248 copy in the function of A, and also the function of B remains the same. And now we're gonna find the value of C in the fourth iteration. So A plus B 1.8125 plus 1.875 over 2. So the value of C in the fourth iteration is 1.84375. Now we're gonna find the function of C. So substitute x raised to 4 minus x minus 10. Calc the value of C is 1.84375 equals. So the function of c is negative 0.28773. Now 8. And last, b minus a. So 1.875 minus 1.84375. The answer is 0.03125 in the fifth iteration. So that's all. And now we're gonna tackle about Regula Falsi method. So find the positive root of the equation 3x minus cos x minus 1 using Regula Falsi method and correct up to 4 decimal places. So when our x is equal to 0, our f of x is negative 1. Then if our x is positive 1, our function of x is 1.002. Last, if our x is 2, our function of x is 4.0006. So in the first iteration, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. So the formula of x Regula Falsi point is equal to a function of b minus b function of a over function of b minus function of a. So substitute x Regula Falsi point is equal to 1, which is the a, times function of b, which is the 4.0006, minus 2, which is b, and function of a, which is 1.002, over function of b, which is 4.006 minus function of a, is equal to 1.002. So the answer is x Regula Falsi point is equal to 0.666. So when function of x Regula Falsi point or function of 0.666 is equal to 0.0001 less than 0, our root is 0.6666. And lastly, we are given to find problems in any source or any books. Then I found this problem. Find the root of an equation function of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 2x minus 5 using Regula Falsi method. Solution. Here, 2x cubed minus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Let f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 2x minus 5. So here, if our x is equal to 0, then our function of x is equal to negative 5. While if our x is equal to 1, our function of x is also negative 5. And if our x is equals to 2, our function of x is equal to 7. So in the first iteration here, function of 1 is equal to negative 5 less than 0, and function of 2 is equal to 7 greater than 0. Now, root lies between x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 2. X sub 2 is equal to x sub 0 minus f times x sub 0 times x sub 1 minus x sub 0 over f function of x sub 1 minus function of x sub 0. So x sub 2 is equal to, substitute x sub 2 is equal to 1 minus negative 5, which is the negative f of x sub 0, multiply by 2, which is x sub 1 minus 1 x sub 0 over f x sub 1 minus f x sub 0. So 7 minus negative 5. So the answer of x sub 2 is equal to 1.41667. So function of x sub 2 is equal to function of 1.41667 is equal to 2 times 14167 cube times minus 2 times 1.41667 minus 5 is equal to negative 2.14699 less than 0. That's all. Thank you.